Have you ever noticed how some people seem completely uninterested in the thing that millions obsess over? While stadiums fill with roaring crowds and sports bars echo with passionate debates, there's a quiet group of individuals who feel nothing when the game is on. Not anger, not judgment, just nothing. And psychology says this isn't random indifference. It's actually a window into how their minds process connection, meaning, and social belonging in subtly different ways. Picture this moment. You're at a gathering where everyone suddenly erupts in cheers. The big game just reached its climax. Bodies jump from couches. Voices rise in celebration or defeat. And there you are, sitting in the middle of it all, feeling like you're watching through glass. You understand the rules, you see the skill involved, but that fire, that deep emotional investment that consumes everyone around you, it's just not there. You wonder if something is missing in you, or if something different exists in you. Here's what psychology reveals. Your brain isn't broken, it's wired differently. And that difference starts with how you process social rewards. This perspective is grounded in well-established psychological research. Research shows that people who don't connect emotionally with sports often have lower activation in brain regions that respond to group validation. While sports fans experience a neurochemical rush from collective celebration, your brain finds that same stimulation through different pathways. Individual achievement, deep focus, personal mastery. Research suggests that neurotransmitters associated with calm alertness, such as acetylcholine, linked to introspective thinking, may play a stronger role in your reward system than dopamine-driven social bonding. But here's what most people miss. This isn't a deficiency. It's a different form of intelligence. When others are absorbed in the emotional roller coaster of team performance, your mind naturally gravitates toward what psychologists call intrinsic motivation. You're drawn to activities that align with personal meaning, rather than external validation. That novel you've been reading, the skill you've been developing in solitude, the philosophical question you've been exploring. These aren't lesser pursuits. They're evidence of a brain that finds satisfaction through internal rather than external sources. This creates something fascinating. While sports fans experience what researchers call basking in reflected glory when their team wins, you've developed what's known as high self-concept clarity. Your sense of worth isn't tied to outcomes you can't control. Your identity doesn't fluctuate with someone else's performance. Your emotional stability comes from within. Psychology calls this low social dependency. It doesn't mean you dislike people. It means your nervous system doesn't require constant social stimulation to feel complete. Your brain actually processes solitude as restoration rather than isolation. When others need the energy of crowds, you find clarity in quiet spaces. When they seek validation through shared experiences, you discover insight through individual reflection. There's something profound happening here. In a world that often mistakes loudness for passion and social engagement for emotional intelligence, your brain operates on a different frequency. You're not missing the point of sports. You're simply designed to find meaning through different channels. Your mind seeks depth over excitement, understanding over belonging, authentic connection over tribal identity. This isn't about being superior or inferior to sports enthusiasts. It's about recognizing that human psychology operates on multiple wavelengths. Some brains are wired for collective celebration. Others are designed for individual exploration. Both serve essential functions in how we understand ourselves and our world. The real insight lies in understanding that your indifference towards sports often signals something deeper. A preference for autonomy over conformity, internal validation over external approval, sustained focus over scattered attention. These aren't character flaws. They're cognitive strengths that manifest differently than mainstream culture typically recognizes. You've just seen the mechanism. What you choose to do with this understanding is yours. You don't need to shout to be understood. You just need the right space to think clearly. That's what rational depth is, a quiet corner of the internet for intelligent minds. If you felt something here, consider subscribing, quietly, thoughtfully.